This Concordia Choir Tour program is significantly different from other programs that I've done. There's considerably more emphasis on new music in this program. I've not done any music from early music genres, from Renaissance and Baroque. As much as I love all of that music and traditionally do a set or two from those compositional periods, just the way the program developed this year worked towards emphasizing some new directions in choral music. And so some of those include multimedia presentations. My new piece from Soundscapes, The Call of the Wild, in which lighting, non-traditional vocal sounds, previously recorded voices, elements of chorography, some movement within the choir. All these are relatively new ideas coming into choral composition. And so that initially spurred this idea of, well, what other things might fit into a program kind of shaped around newer ideas. And so having heard a piece on YouTube of Bobby McFerrin, his setting in the feminine mode of Psalm 23, spurred me on to create a several choir arrangement that we'll do in the round to open the concert of this Bobby McFerrin tune that I'm also adding hand chimes to, with random colors of hand chime sounds as the choir surrounds and kind of sense around beginning to the Concordia Choir concert. I don't think we've ever done anything quite like that before. And then a piece we did at Christmas with Vasav Nellybell's Estampi Natalis that has very Mideastern elements with flute and two hand percussion and violin and lots of rhythmic writing in the choir. Now we combine that all in this first set with the fourth movement of the Alfred Schnittke Choral Concerto in Russian, which is a massive work, four-movement work for chorus, written for a professional choir. And that's all in the first set. We look at a very wide-ranging program with lots of different styles, different languages, different compositional features of composers, many well-known composers. So within a largely 20th century program and 21st century program, there still will be a very wide variety of different types of music. Of course, we will return near the end of the concert to traditional favorites of Concordia Choir, including hymns, traditional folk songs, spirituals, all of those audience favorites will be there. Well, a couple of things came into play this year in the first set after intermission from A Child's Eye. The first being the piece that we just did with the King Singers and recorded with them, the new piece by Eric Whitacre, A Stolen Child. Of course, a very colorful title, very evocative title. Just when you think of those words, a stolen child. Creates all kinds of interesting ideas in your mind about what this poem might be about. So the word child jumped out at me. Of course, I've had a fondness over the years for, as many conductors have had, for the music of Eric Whitacre. Having thought of the stolen child, of course what comes to mind is a boy and a girl, another piece of Eric's. That began to take shape then, and I wrestled for quite a long time about the last piece in that set. And then came upon the idea about 4:30 in the morning one day thinking about this. What's that last piece? What's that last piece? The Prayer of the Children of Kurt Bestor. And I said, yes, that's the spot. That's the spot to put this piece. And which is originally written for men's voices. There is a mixed scoring available. I preferred in men. And so to kind of bridge this along with both the theme and then what we are doing in the concert in general, which is exploring some newer ideas about what it means to do choral music. We're presenting this whole set with the choir dressed entirely in black, and a boy and a girl dressed in white, who are both dancers, and who during this piece will be doing a creative dance to interpret this text, while all of the women in the choir will be signing the text of the Prayer of the Children. So there's still a very visual element to all of this. We are also very fortunate this year in that we'll be bringing our faculty cellist, Greg Hamilton, with us on tour. Is a very, very fine cellist. And so this idea of how I weave from one to the other in this set is complemented by having him with us, because I've written, based on a lot of the themes of the music that will be coming, I would preview in writing solo music for the cello that will connect every piece. So I think it will be a particularly powerful set.